Thank you for joining us in another episode of Experience, Strength, and Hope. My name is Catherine, and our host Tony will be joining us shortly. Our goal is to bring stories that make you laugh, smile, and even cry, but most of all, give you hope. Please don't forget to support us by subscribing to our YouTube channel and following us on Spotify, Anchor FM, and Apple Podcasts. Again, I'm Catherine, and I hope you enjoy today's show.
This is Tony Lemire from Experience, Strength, and Hope podcast, and I'm glad that you tuned in. I'm glad that you're listening today, and I hope that something will be said to help encourage you. And we have to encourage each other, and we're losing that thing that I knew when I grew up, that I had to have people who were encouraging to you. It seems like that is not there. And I want to be there, and we have to be there. Us older generation have to be there for our youth, to let them know that it's all right to be nice to people. It's all right to smile. It's all right to treat people right. And we are living in a society now that it's all about get. And, it's about just me. Oh, it's all about me. I got to do me. And, it's all about what I can do for myself. And we don't even look out to help another person. Don't look to be nice to people. Don't look to be kind to people, because we're so involved in ourselves. We feel that if I let someone in and be nice to someone, I'm going to be disappointed. Well, you're going to face disappointment. You're going to face loss. You're going to face tragedy. You're going to face things that hurt you, or people that hurt you. Everybody is not perfect. And that's what we have to realize. We are living in a world that people try to make you be perfect, make you do things the way they want them to be done. And as soon as they see that you're not doing things the way they expected, they want to cut you off or cancel you or something like that. This world is really turning into a world of just I don't know what I can even call it. The things that I see, that I didn't experience when I grew up. It's different now. All right, listen to this. This year, this August, I turned 60 years old. 60 years old. I just seemed like just the other day I was playing baseball and softball in the backyard on 58th Street in Chicago. But now I'm 60. No more of that running around the bases and throwing the ball and all that anymore, because I've gotten to an older age, or I've been getting to an older age. But I just want to talk about something. It's a little bit late. I turned 60 in August. And do you know, on my 60th birthday, this is 2022. In 2022 this happened. It's 2023 now. But on my 60th birthday, I caught COVID-19. Can you believe that? What a way to celebrate your 60th birthday. I've been going out of town, and we've been going away. My wife threw me a wonderful birthday party down in North Carolina, surprised me a couple of times. And I'm just going to talk about her just a little bit. I've been with my wife since high school we met. But she threw me a wonderful birthday party in North Carolina, invited friends that I hadn't seen in years, family that I haven't seen, surprised me with family, and it was just excellent time. And anyone that knows my wife knows that she's going to wear a mask. She wears a mask all the time. Go to the bathroom, got a mask on. She's so protective against COVID-19. And I was too. We went those from 2020 to 2022. We didn't catch COVID-19. We lost a lot of friends. We lost loved ones, and to COVID-19. And we didn't catch it. We were just we were being extra careful. And I know a lot of y'all remember when it first came, when we first started dealing with it. I ain't gonna say when it first came out because it's been out. But when we first started dealing with it as a pandemic, man, you sanitize, you go get gas, you go to the bathroom, you go, somebody shake your hand by mistake, you sanitizing down, letting your window half up, you go to the store, you're talking in between glasses. It's not all the barriers and protection that are up now, but when it first started, you remember how it was. We was protecting ourselves. We were wearing triple masks. People have triple masks and a face shield, We were doing everything we can not to catch it. And so I was like that. And so as the years went on, we kind of relaxed a little bit. We got the vaccination. I think I was on, by 2022, I was on the third or fourth vaccine, with the boosters and everything. So I felt well protected that I can go anywhere. I didn't have to wear no mask, If I did, I may catch it, but I won't get it sick. That's what they told us. You may still can catch it with the vaccine, but you won't get it sick. Thank God, because we lost a lot of people who didn't have the vaccine. And they weren't protected from with the vaccine, and it's not that the vaccine was protecting them. They didn't get it sick. They didn't have they didn't have what we had from not being able to get maybe experiencing pneumonia as bad or different things that we call for. Excuse me, the fever. But anyway, thank God for those who've gone on and are with the Lord. But anyway, my wife really was protecting herself when we went to North Carolina. She, on the plane, I wore my mask on the plane, but then I didn't, if I didn't have nobody sitting next to me, wasn't nobody, just me and her sitting together, so I didn't have a mask on. In the airport, she had hers on everywhere we went. Surprise party, bowling alley, everything. And in the stores, I didn't have mine on. So, in church, So we got back here, traveled back on the plane, got back here, and my wife said, she called me and she said, Tony, call me from work on my birthday. I tested positive for COVID-19. You need to go get tested. And I was in Manhattan. I ran by the health department, got me a couple of the box tests, tested, hey, it was negative. I was like, hey, she got COVID-19. I don't have it, And I was like, it's my birthday. I ain't trying to claim that. So I got back, and I was coughing. Oh, let me tell you about that. My wife said, she noticed that I had been sniffing, like through the airport, wiping my nose, sniffing, like that, and wasn't really coughing, but was blowing my nose a lot. And I always blow my nose, I thought, But she noticed that. So later that day, after I took the test, I would start sniffing, whatever. I said, well, let me go where she went. She went to a CVS. Man, it was another pharmacy here in town. I'm sorry, not CVS. I went to before. But you got your plug, CVS. But she went to a different pharmacy here in town. And then I went there that evening, and I went there, waited for my test, came back home later, and they sent me a message, said I was positive. I had COVID-19. August, summertime, my birthday. Missed out on my cupcakes and food at work and everything like that. Missed out on my little party on my 60th birthday at work. COVID-19. So I isolated myself. I came home. My wife was upstairs. My wife was downstairs. I was upstairs. And that's how we did it. We figured that we'll just separate. And, I noticed that she wasn't talking much. And I figured maybe it's because she's sick. I'm coughing a lot. She's coughing a lot. And anyone knows my wife. She's the sweetest thing as can be. She don't say much. She hardly ever, you guys, from what you see, ever see her get mad, raise her voice, always sweet, smiling, helping somebody out, friendly as can be. So we're at home. I'm upstairs, She's not really experiencing any symptoms that much. She's out walking, exercise, and walking 4 and 5 miles. I'm in the bed wrapped up. I'm feeling it. I got the fever. I got the cough. I even had to go to the emergency room because I had to get my oxygen checked. My physician, my primary care physician said, I want you to go to the emergency room. So I went to the emergency room, came back. I'm feeling bad. I'm trying to get some sympathy from my wife. She ain't paying me no mind. She ain't saying nothing really. I'm saying, oh, I feel terrible. You may be going on a 5-10 mile walk, but I feel bad. I was in the bed laid up, and that was the first. That was into the second day. So the third day, I'm still up there now, and I'm noticing. I haven't heard much from her downstairs. Haven't said anything. And so it finally dawned on me. I said, she hasn't been talking to me. As sick as I am, she's not talking to me. So I lean over the loft upstairs. I say, hey, what's the problem? You okay? Man, boy, you talking about something hitting the fan. Yeah, I'm okay. I don't know if it's yeah or no. I think it was no, I'm not okay. You gave me COVID-19. It's your fault. If you would have been wearing a mask, we going anywhere, you weren't protecting yourself, and she went on a rant for a good minute. You did this and that. We in the airport. You're not doing that and then that. I can't go to work. I can't exercise. I can't go to the gym. I can't do this. I can't do that. And it's your, I'm like, wait a minute. Where all this come from? But man, she must have been holding that in for a long time. That can of soda had been shaking and shaking and shaking, and I went over there with my big and bad self and said, hey, is everything okay? When I should have just shut up and just kept on laying in the bed and coughing and sneezing and stuff. But I thought I was about to get sympathy. But man, she let me have it. I gave her COVID-19, and that was my fault. My birthday. And I mean that all that niceness that you guys may see, it didn't come out that day. She was holding up a year's worth of stuff that she'd been wanting to let out, and it all came out on me. But it was funny. And you know what? It was, at that time, we went back and forth. I was mad. I wasn't trying to laugh about it or anything like that. But now we laugh about it because I said, you didn't blame me. You was holding that in all that time. I'm just laying around here thinking you sick because you're not talking because you sick, and you're quiet because you're not feeling good. I didn't know you was mad at me, and I was the reason that you felt that you had COVID-19, coronavirus. But we survived. We went through it. I said, hey, give me another vaccine. I'm going to keep on moving, But I thank God that I didn't get as sick as I should have. I thank God for the experience for it, on my birthday. That what I experienced and what I caught, and what happened, missed out at work and all that. But it was something to go through. And, especially when you say, I'm not going to get it, and I'm praying, I'm covered by the blood. Everybody else can get it. 2 years went by and I hadn't had it. Everybody I had friends, loved ones that had it 2 or 3 times. And I hadn't yet. I was bragging about it. Oh, no, I ain't got it. I ain't trying to get it, but I did get it. And who knows, maybe it may happen again or has happened again. I've been sick at times that I thought maybe I had it again. Or maybe it was just a mild case. People always say, he has mild symptoms. Or a mild case of it. I don't want any case of it, but I think this is something that we're getting past, or getting past, or we're getting used to, whatever, and we're learning something through it and everything through COVID-19. Now, what it has done is that, some of the people, it has separated some people. It had caused people, along political lines. It became a political issue, and, some of these things just shouldn't be, people, how they felt about it. Did you get the vaccine or didn't you get the vaccine? I don't like you because you got the vaccine. I don't like you because you didn't get the vaccine. I don't like you because you wear a mask. I don't like you because you don't wear a mask. People wear masks. It's stupid. Why you walking around or riding around with that mask on? You don't need a mask on. Or why you ride around without a mask on? Shouldn't you have a mask on? Just got all kind of crazy and everything. But in the end, people did join together. People did come together in some ways, because people lost loved ones and stuff. And things that we have to do, we got to quit letting political issues and situations, color and and sexism and homophobia and all these things separate us as people. All these things, that we feel that we have a issue against, an agenda against. Well, this is my agenda, is separating us as people. And I started off by talking about how we have to be nice and kind to people. But I've learned over the years, to understand that people are different. All of us are different. All of us have different ways. You got to come to people as they are. You got to accept them for what they are, who they are. I ain't saying you got to be the best buddy in the world with them, but accept people. Know that people are different. We got so many hang-ups. We learn a lot of this stuff in church and religion that we claim is so evil and wrong when we were doing all this evil ourselves in church. A lot of things we were preaching against, we were doing them ourselves. And notice I said we. Not saying that that's, right. Not saying, that it's wrong to preach against it. But you got to live right too. Live what you preach. And quit condemning people. Quit shutting everybody away. Quit pronouncing sin on everything. Let God be the judge. And you quit trying to be the judge. You pray. You ask God to reveal it to him. And you quit trying to be the person that reveal it to him because you so anointed. You got the vision. You're the prophet. You can see it. Let God handle some of these issues. And you use what God gave you to use, and that's love. If you would use love, you would cover a multitude of sin. That's what the Bible tells us. But no, you want to use all these things that you have, that you think you have. You want to use fire and brimstone, condemnation, and never use love. Use love. If anything that I've learned in the last 10 years is that love covers a multitude of sin. You can draw people with love faster than you can draw them with hate. Show them love. Let them know that God loves them. But most of all, we always say, well, God loves you. You got to let them know that you love them. You're a child of God. You got to love them too. I don't care what they are. I don't care what they claiming to be. I don't care how confused you think they are about themselves or what you think they're worshiping, listening to, dressing, wearing. Show them love. Where is the love? Let them see love in you. That's the easiest way to draw them to Christ, is let them see love and feel the love coming out of you.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Experience Strength and Hope. Come back and continue to listen on any of our other platforms such as YouTube, Spotify, Anchor.fm, and Apple Podcasts. We encourage you to not only listen, but also reach out and share your stories of experience, strength, and hope at bigdog0862@gmail.com or 785-307-4662. I'm Anthony Timms, and this has been another podcast of Experience Strength and Hope from Tony the Mayor Timms. Be blessed, be strong, and most of all, be real.